more, and it is my distinct pleasure to pay tribute to the legacy of Mr. Timothy Davis. Now, Tim is many things: a husband, father, friend, lover of the outdoors, Adirondack 46er, Eagle Scout, the kind of guy you'd love to spend a day on the lake with. But today, we pay tribute to him as the kind and warm teacher that instilled a love of music in his students. Today, we celebrate 25 years of Mr. Davis's service to Christian Brothers Academy, Syracuse. Here in the band room, Tim builds a community that his band kids describe as a family. He teaches his jazz band students about the masters and helps them feel safe enough to improvise in front of one another. And I would be remiss if I failed to mention the bond he builds with his 8th grade students every year. Tim bonds with all of his students. It's a bond that's built on gentle sarcasm and the fact that he is always there for them. I would describe Tim as someone who's incredibly generous, and especially generous with his time. Our Father's house has many dwelling places, and I believe there is a special place in heaven for junior high musical directors. Every fall, Tim pours his heart and his soul into his productions, and there's a great transformation that happens in this room, not only of the physical space, but in the hearts of the 7th and 8th graders that Tim guides out of their comfort zone and into the spotlight, and in the hearts of the high school students that Tim brings back every year to put in leadership roles for choreography and set design. I think the greatest strength of Tim as an educator is that students walk out of this room every day knowing that he loves them. And they walk back into the room year after year because they love and respect him. But don't just take my word for it. Some other good people wanted to put their love for Mr. Davis into words.
He's just himself, and he's just naturally good at connecting with the kids. The kids respect him, and the kids love him, and he is able to connect with students who even sometimes have a little difficulty connecting with teachers. Tim connects with them.
Hi Tim, congratulations on your 25 years at CBA. You bring to music education a strong sense of musicality. Your warm personality makes all the kids feel comfortable in their classroom as well as on the stage. You have an even temperament. You never give up on a student. What a strong sense of humor you have, and you're going to need it for the next few years, believe me. You're such a good listener. All of these things keep you opening the door to CBA every morning. It was a joy to work with you. God bless.
Words that I would use to describe Tim Davis as an educator are devoted, inspiring, and dedicated. I worked with Tim for 20 years at CBA before retiring in 2015. Tim was a great partner. Had lots of fun working together, collaborating, taking trips to Boston and Darien Lake over the years. This is a great milestone for you, Tim. 25 years is a clear indication of your devotion to your craft and your vocation. Congratulations on 25 years and welcome to the club.
So 25 years, you're going to get your rocking chair as I sit in mine right now, rocking. You deserve it, buddy. You've done so much for CBA. Thank you for being my right-hand man at Gettysburg. God, we had good times. And the junior high musical, you've done so much wonder for that. But most of all, I want to tell you how much your love and sharing of your beautiful knowledge of music to the children and how much they appreciate it. You deserve it. I love you. Take care.
For a word that describes my husband's career, I'm going with the first one that came to mind: impact. He truly cares about the positive impact he makes on students' lives, especially 8th graders when they're first starting out at CBA. Wonderful guy. Love you, Tim.
If I had to choose only one word to describe my dad, Tim Davis, it would be present. From coaching all of my Little League baseball teams to belting the lyrics to Umbrella by Rihanna on our drives to school every day, my dad was always there. I grew up so lucky to be supported by such a loving father, and as a student at CBA, I was amazed to see that he shared the same level of care and support for each of his students. Dad, you inspire me and your students every single day. Thank you for always being there.
What words would I use to describe my dad, Mr. Davis? I would say involved, patient, and devoted. As a son, I get to see just how much of himself he puts into every concert and musical, and just the sheer level of passion and enthusiasm you bring to your job every day is something I try to live up to. And you know, I actually have a lot in common with the CBA music department because we'd both be a lot worse off if you hadn't come into our lives 25 years ago. Congrats on the milestone. Love you, Dad.
So Tim, I'll drop the host demeanor for a moment and just say that from doing this project, I've concluded that you have made it. Because what more does a good teacher want than for his colleagues and his family to describe him as devoted and present? For his students to say that you inspire me, and I think of you not only as a teacher, but also as a friend. You've done the work. And what better way to spend your time on Earth? So Tim, congratulations on 25 years. We love you.